Welcome to Business Book Daily, where we pull one useful idea from one business book and turn it into something you can actually use. Today's book is The Go-Giver by Burg and John David Mann. Burg is best known for his work on referrals, influence, and sales, while Mann is an author and co-author known for turning business ideas into clear, memorable stories. Before we get into the book, today's episode is sponsored by CommissionOnly.com. Want to sell more without paying fixed sales salaries? Many companies are hiring commission-only reps, experienced sellers who get paid only when they produce. Post your opportunity on CommissionOnly.com and get in front of motivated reps who are actively looking for performance-based roles. That's CommissionOnly.com. Now back to the Go-Giver. The big idea is simple. Real business growth comes not from pushing harder or taking more, but from becoming someone others trust, value, and want to support. That may sound soft at first, but the book is not arguing that you should ignore profit or give everything away for free. It's saying that the best way to build a lasting business is to create so much value that people want to work with you, refer you, buy from you, and keep coming back. Most people think selling is about chasing, convincing, and closing. The Go-Giver flips that around. It says the real edge is becoming useful before you ask for the sale. The book explains this through 5 laws. The first is the law of value. Your true worth is based on how much more value you give than you take in payment. That doesn't mean charging less. It means the buyer should feel like the result, the experience, the service, or the outcome was worth more than the price. This is a useful test for any business. If customers pay you and feel like they got exactly what they paid for, that's fine. But if they feel like they got more than expected, that's where loyalty starts. The second is the law of compensation. Your income is shaped by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. If you want bigger results, don't only think about raising prices or selling harder. Think about scale. How can you help more people? How can you make the value easier to access, understand, buy, or share? The third is the law of influence. Your influence grows when you put other people's interests first. This is not about pretending to care so you can close a deal. People can smell that from across the room. It's about building a reputation as someone who is genuinely helpful, fair, and reliable. In a crowded market, trust is still one of the strongest business advantages. The fourth is the law of authenticity. The most valuable thing you can offer is yourself. Scripts, funnels, and tactics can help, but they can't replace credibility. People want to know who they're dealing with. They want to feel that there's a real person behind the offer. This matters even more in service businesses, consulting, sales, leadership, and relationship-driven industries. The fifth is the law of receptivity. Giving only works if you're also willing to receive. This is the part many generous people miss. If you reject help, avoid payment, undercharge forever, or feel uncomfortable when good things come back to you, you break the cycle. A healthy business needs both sides. Create value generously and receive value without guilt when it returns. So how do you apply this? Start with your offer. Ask, does the customer clearly receive more value than they expected? If not, improve the result, the speed, the support, the experience, or the clarity. Then look at your sales process. If most of your energy goes into persuading people, shift toward helping them make a smart decision. Ask better questions. Give useful guidance. Be honest when your offer is not the right fit. A forced close might win a sale today, but trust can create years of revenue. Next, make your value easier to share. Build a better referral process. Create clearer onboarding. Package your expertise so people can explain it quickly. Follow up after the sale. Give customers a reason to talk about you without needing a script. Finally, track generosity like a business habit. Count referrals given, useful introductions made, customer problems solved, helpful resources shared, and follow-ups completed. Giving should feel human, but in business, it also needs to become repeatable. Here are 3 insights worth sharing. First, the fastest way to grow trust is to stop treating every conversation like a transaction and start making yourself useful before anyone pays you. Second, a great business wins by creating so much value that customers return, refer others, and feel smart for choosing you. Third, generosity is not a soft business strategy. Done well, it becomes reputation, retention, referrals, and revenue. The Go-Giver is worth reading if you want a simple way to think about sales without feeling pushy, if your business depends on trust and referrals, or if you like short business books that teach through story instead of dense frameworks. You might skip it if you dislike business parables and prefer data-heavy strategy books. Today's closing sponsor is memoirghostwriting.com. Many of the best business books begin as ideas leaders have been refining for years. Frameworks, philosophies, lessons learned the hard way. Writing the book forces those ideas into clear form, and once they're on the page, they can travel far beyond a single conversation or presentation. At memoirghostwriting.com, we write memoirs and business books for entrepreneurs, founders, executives, and industry experts. We handle the interviews, structure, writing, editing, design, and publishing, so the final product is polished, professional, and built around your voice. If you've ever thought about what a business book could do for your authority, speaking, consulting, lead generation, or legacy, visit memoirghostwriting.com. That's it for today's Business Book Daily. One book, one useful idea, and one smarter way to build.